The South Australian Western League continued with an exciting weekend of the Sports Centre Cup Division 1 and 2 semi-finals. I'm Emma Opie and you're watching the fresh 92.7 SARL weekly recap. On Saturday afternoon, Woodville Panthers progressed into the Division 2 preliminary finals after defeating TEC Titans 26-4 at Hanson Reserve. In a game called at half-time due to the lack of Titan player numbers, the Panthers came out attacking in the first half against a 10-man Titans. Panthers used good ball movement to score 2 tries in the first 10 minutes of play. Titans made the most of their opportunities with winger Dean Drever driving through the Panthers' defensive line and scoring after a Titans penalty. Panthers were quick to retaliate with a combined effort over 80 metres from halfback Dave Brennan and Mason Baker that saw lock Noel Taylor score. Titans continued to push forward with great attacking efforts by hooker Talia Alofa, Charles John Smith and Andrew Unger, but were unable to score again before half-time. Standout players were Panthers' David Brennan and Titans' Talia Alofa. Also that afternoon, Eels 2 went straight through to the Division 2 Grand Final after defeating minor premiers Roosters White 33-24. Eels took control of the scoreboard in the opening minutes after front rower Chris Davidson showed his strength and easily pushed through the Roosters' defence. Shortly after, Eels halfback Hayden Eichenboom scored after retrieving his own kick. Eels continued their dominance of the half, and with minutes remaining, Davidson crossed the line for his third try that made half-time score 26-6 Eels' way. After some encouraging words from front rower Ryan Dickens, Roosters looked to be a different side in the second half and scored 3 tries in 20 minutes. However, Eels regrouped and ran out the game as winners. Best on ground was awarded to Eels' Chris Davidson, who scored 3 tries and pushed his side forward in a dominating performance.
This is the Sports Centre Cup major semi-final for Division 2. We've just watched Eels 2 playing Roosters White. We're joined here by front rower Chris Davison for Eels, who scored 3 tries. You've just defeated the minor premiers. How do you think the game went?
We did pretty good. We played well. Got the first try, so just went off that.
And you got a big lead before half-time, and then the Roosters came back at you. How did you manage to hold them off in the end?
We had strong defence. Our trainings, we'd be working a lot on defence, so that's helped us a lot there.
And you've got a couple of weeks off now before the grand final, so what will you be looking to work on in those times?
We'll probably just be working on our defence again, keep the strong defence, and make sure our plays are correct.
Thank you very much. Ryan, how do you think the game went today?
We started off flat on the first half, but in the second half the boys lifted the game and actually stuck to their structure, and unfortunately the Eels played a better game than us on the day, so hopefully they'll see them in 2 weeks.
And you in particular were very vocal at half-time. What did you say to get into the boys, pump them up?
I just told them, we need to start playing Rooster football, because the first half was, we all just scrambled. It was like we're juniors again running after the ball, but the second half just told them really just lift their game, play for one another and just stick to the structure.
And you'll be playing the Panthers next week for a spot in the grand final, so what will you be looking to improve for that game?
Well, really, we've got to stick to our structure, like I said, in the second half. If we stick to our structure in the second half and for the whole game, then we're surely to come out and hopefully get a win against them.
Thank you very much.
Later on, Roosters Blue went straight through to the Division 1 Grand Final after a blockbuster match defeating minor premiers Henley Raiders 36-28. Roosters scored in the 3rd minute after 5'8" Dane Keeper used quick footwork to dodge around Henley's defence. Henley retaliated and scored the next 3 tries, but unsuccessful conversions meant they only led 12-6. A Roosters fight back led to 3 tries and the half-time lead 24-12. In an entertaining second half, Henley levelled the scores and stole the lead, but a late try by Keeper sealed the win for the Roosters. Best on ground was awarded to Roosters halfback Ansem Fadiaki, whose skill and quick ball movement set up multiple scoring opportunities.
We're at the Sports Centre Cup major semi-final for Division 1, where we've just seen Roosters Blue defeat Henley Raiders. We're joined by Ansem Fadiaki from Roosters. You've just won in a tight contest against the minor premiers. How did you see the game today?
Look, it was a tough one. We went in the second half on top. But the Raiders came back and they took 2 penalty conversions, and that really changed the momentum of the game. But to our team's credit, we managed to step up and managed to turn it around. So yeah, a really good result for our club in the end.
And you said that you went into the halftime with a lead and they got back at you. How did you turn that around?
Oh, look, I think we just had to compose ourselves. We were a bit slow out of the blocks to start off with. They got up in the first half initially, we got it back. They clawed back and we got on top of them again. So I guess it's that mental discipline that we've got towards the back end of the game that's starting to pay off now.
And now you're going for your third premiership in a row.
Yeah.
What are your preparations going to be for the grand final?
Look, probably a lot of ice baths and yeah, just trying to take it easy and yeah, looking forward to the three-peat. So yeah, let's see how we go.
Thank you very much. How did you see the game today?
It's a bit disappointing. I thought we were really great in patches. It's just pretty gutting, to be honest.
You came out at half time down, and you managed to get back up. What happened at half time to turn around?
It was just the coach came in, great words, just revved us all up again, fired us up, got us believing again in each other and ourselves, and yeah, just came back out. And
we'll be playing again next week for a spot in the grand final. So what will you be looking to work on for that game?
Just get everyone down to training, I think, and just work on our players and just do what we've been doing all season. Nothing changes really.
Thank you very much.
On Sunday afternoon, Eels 1 progressed to the Division 1 preliminary final after defeating South Adelaide Bulldogs 38-16. Eels raced to a 10-0 lead early in the match, but South recovered quickly with an offload from front rower Don Clune saw hooker Francis Werpel score under the posts. Leading 20-12 at half-time, Eels came out attacking in the second half, with centre Junior Fono scoring after less than a minute of play. For the remainder of the game, Eels displayed their dominance as the ball remained locked in their attacking half. Souths pushed forward late in the half with an impressive effort by winger Lee Hyun, but Eels' defence held strong and stopped South's attacking plays. Best on ground was Eels' Junior Fono, who scored one try and assisted in multiple scoring opportunities.
Well done on the win today. How do you think your boys went?
Yeah, the boys went all right. We've got a bit to work on before the semis, but yeah, the boys did good.
You guys were pretty tight in the first half. It was really close between you two, but in the second half, you guys really took off at the start and really got ahead. Was there anything said at half time that got you guys motivated?
Yeah, I guess God, it was just amping up the boys at half time. Guess it worked for a bit.
You guys will face the minor premiers in Henley next week at Dry Creek. You beat them last time. How confident are you guys ahead of next week?
Yeah, we're pretty confident. Hopefully we get all the boys out in training on Tuesday and Thursdays. We'll be set.
Next weekend, we will see the preliminary finals between Roosters White and Panthers for Division 2. And the Henley Raiders fight it out with Eels 1 for a spot in the Division 1 Grand Final. For all information on fixtures results and where to play NRL and SA, visit the SARL website at www.sarugbyleague.com.au. I'm Emma Opie and you've been watching the fresh 92.7 SARL Weekly Recap.